Yeah,
Yo,
I'm here. Woo! I think wow, it's great. Off to a great start here. Hi, how you doing?
Robert, we're here. The last time I managed you and Kaiser in teams, and I feel like I did you a disservice because we talked a lot about Kaiser and his huge penis, and we didn't talk about your contributions to Fandom, which you're definitely the brains of that outfit. You're the other half of the body, so I want you to know that I respect you for your knowledge.
I'm good. I'm here to manage you this time, and I'm excited. I do love both of you guys, but I'm here to support you primarily, and then Robert from the side, just because that's my guy as well. But you primarily.
And I actually have managed you in singles before as well, where you beat a man who was actively using crib notes. So that's very impressive.
First of all, you can always talk about Kaiser's penis as much as you want, John. Okay. I have no qualms about that. I can beat people with notes, without notes, stuff taped on the inside of their glasses. It doesn't matter.
Gotcha, and that's what's happy about this. I love Robert, so if Robert wins, I'm very happy for him. Nice for everything. I'm going to try my hardest. I know Robert is really, really good at this game, and I know he's ready to go. So I'm gonna lock in. I'm upset with him for what happened in Virtual Survivor, and I'm going to get my vengeance today. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm ready for
that. I didn't vote Jacoby out, so he shouldn't bring out the Virtual Survivor thing. That was Paul's problem. He should be mad at him for that. And yeah, I love Jacoby. If he wins, it's fine. I'll just go cower in a corner. But that's my own business.
Why bring that up? Now I feel like I shouldn't be here. Fuck you. Wait, no, actually, wait. No, never mind.
Let's get to it.
Hello there.
Everybody, welcome back to Fandom Fights. Lots of crazy stuff. I'm hearing things in the background. Nick, are you watching TV?
No, actually, I'm not watching TV. Do you still hear stuff?
We're leaving it in. No, not anymore. Why are we talking about penises so much?
I don't know, Tim. Why are you continuing to talk about penises so much?
They said it so many times. Nick, this is an exciting one. Robert, Jacoby, two mainstays of Fandom Fights, two former team champions, one former singles champion. Very exciting stuff. Your thoughts on this match in the tournament?
Welcome to the Alpha Tournament. Yeah, no, exciting. Two guys who definitely deserve to be here. Yeah, two former teams champions, one possible current teams champion, depending on how something went in the past.
That's true.
But also, Robert, the higher seed at number 3, coming in as the former singles champion. Alpha Tournament, best of the best. Former champions are a must. And actually, the last time we saw Robert was when he lost his title to Tyler at the end of last year. So he's had a bit of a break. A nice warm-up teams match, but I think he's ready to go. But Jacoby's been playing great. Last time we saw him was on a loss in a contender match to his teammate Rue, who wound up going on a challenge for the title. So anything could happen.
Yeah, I find it funny. You said it. We got the best of the best, and Jacoby backstage went, oh. All right, let's get into it.
Or not.
Round 1, Nick. How's it going to work?
Round 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player's going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down. Which players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
I
No.
think Jacoby is the best of the best.
I think
don't wanna
Robert's
hear-
the best of the best. And he should know that too. No cowering no matter what, you know?
But screw Paul. All right, your first question. I'm in the category of horror icons. Who does Jason kill by pulling a wire against their neck and a tree in Friday the 13th Part 2?
Nate.
Oh. Hey,
Hi there.
how was your day?
What?
How was your day?
It was great. Anna said an audible "whoa" when I like flubbed the instructions there. Did you hear it?
No, 4,
It was loud.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Jacoby.
It's the Harbinger of Doom guy, but I don't know his name. Steve?
And Robert.
I also forgot. I said Gus.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Crazy Ralph.
Ralph. Yep.
That's
Yep.
right.
Crazy Ralph. All right, your next question is in the category of Worlds of DC. What type of food had Harley just gotten when she first encounters Renee Montoya, who chases her in Birds of Prey? This is silly. I feel silly.
Yeah, that's what happens when
Yeah.
I don't write everything.
Nick, look out. Nick!
Oh no.
5, 4,
You think you're funny?
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert
Egg sandwich.
and Jacoby.
I said a breakfast sandwich.
Jacoby, we were not trying to trick you. That is correct. 1-1. What's next, Nick?
Next question comes in the category of sci-fi icons. Who voices Mirage in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts?
See, it's funny because Jacoby was recently asked a question about that movie.
Yeah, a much harder question.
Very, very, very much so. So what'd you have for lunch?
I think I'm going to stop answering your questions when they are, what is the last thing you ate?
5,
All right.
Or like, what have you eaten today?
2,
It's like all you
1.
got.
Pens down. I like talking about food. Let's go to Jacoby
I said Michelle Yeoh, but I think it's her.
and Robert.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson is correct.
Oh, that's I thought it was one of the other ones.
So Robert takes a 1-point lead. Your next
It's like
question.
the main one of that movie. Dang it. Okay.
Your question is in the category of Marvel. Which Marvel film features the characters Genghis Carnage and the Tumor? My God.
Yeah. Could you fill this? Thank you.
You've been so mean to her, and now you're just
Very I asked that very politely.
that one you did, yes, but she poked you before, and then you screamed at her.
I didn't say this,
That was
but
an
I just watched
appropriate reaction.
I just watched another Fandom movie with Pete Davidson today.
Pens down. Let's go to Robert,
I said Venom: The Last Dance.
and let's go to Jacoby.
I said I realized a DC movie, Steel.
We are looking for Kick-Ass 2. Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Nick, what's next?
Next question comes in the category of the MCU. In Avengers Infinity War, name all members of the Guardians of the Galaxy who meet Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Tony before the fight with Thanos on Titan.
You a fan of Titan?
What?
I
You
guess
a fan of my Thanos?
I am. Yes, very much.
I also just got the Doomslayer.
Oh,
The what?
The Doomslayer.
Sorry. The Doomslayer from Doom.
I'll use a repeat there.
All right, that's going to be Jacoby's first repeat.
Question again. In Avengers Infinity War, name all members of the Guardians of the Galaxy who meet Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Tony before the fight with Thanos on Titan.
Did you write this question?
Step back. Yes, I did.
Why did you say Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Tony instead of and Iron Man?
I said Doctor. Why aren't you asking why I didn't say Peter, Doctor Strange, and Tony?
2 versus 1.
2 versus 1. His name's Doctor Strange. Look it up. I win.
Yes, it is, but 5.
You get called Steven.
That was what I was getting at. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jacoby.
See if I'm missing someone. Star-Lord, Drax, Mantis?
And Robert.
You aren't Drax, Peter Quill, Mantis.
That is correct. All right.
What's the score, by the way? Okay.
3-2 in favor of Robert. Your next question is coming in the category of creature features. Who voices Leonardo in 2007's TMNT? Got some water?
Yeah. What other color can days be? Blue? Orange?
Days of the week.
Yeah. Like
Thursday is green.
Thursday is green. Tim, it's Thursday.
5. Oh, I get it.
He's wearing a shirt that says Green Day. Took him a while to figure it out.
Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
James Arnold Taylor.
And Jacoby.
I said Josh Peck.
Robert is correct.
Like that answer.
Next question. What is it, Nick?
Next question comes in the category of DreamWorks. What is the name of Tip's cat in Home?
You a cat fan?
No. I'm a Batman.
Nice. I just got a message from work. You want me to read it out loud?
Is it from your worker Stan?
5.
Is he in a spat?
3.
Spat Stan?
1. Pens down. Let's go to Jacoby.
I tried Whiskers.
And Robert.
Joe.
I have no idea what princess, is that what that says?
Princess, yes.
Okay, sorry, you cut out. But that is incorrect. We were looking for pig. Pig. All right, next question.
Cool.
Coming in the category of criminal underworld. Which Fast and Furious film features the death of Jacob Toretto? Drop my marker, Nick. You looked like you were going to say something.
Yeah, it's like I didn't want to stand anymore, so I sat, man.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
That's X.
And Jacoby.
He's not staying dead. Fast X.
Fast X is correct. I tend to agree with that. What's next, Nick?
Your penultimate question comes in the category of Pixar. Which toy gives the toys a tour around the toy store in Toy Story 2?
That was a lot of toy action.
Sure
Yeah.
was.
Rue is holding an animal.
Did you ever see that Probably Toys?
Oh, it's beautiful. What'd you say, Rob?
Trying to
You ever
break
see that Robin Williams movie, Toys?
I haven't.
No, I have not. 1. Pens
That's no
down.
bear. Yes.
Let's go to Jacoby.
Barbie?
And Robert.
Barbie.
Barbie is correct. 6-4. Your final question in this round is in the category of Law and Order. What drug is Victor Maitland smuggling in Beverly Hills Cop? You like this one, Nick?
Good. Do you ever want to be referred to by like your location and profession?
Like
Wisconsin
manager?
theater manager.
5,
It's a
4,
mouthful.
It is. Doesn't roll
1.
off the tongue.
Pens down. Manitowoc manager kind of does. Let's go to Robert
Cocaine.
and Jacoby.
I also said cocaine.
Cocaine is correct. So 7-5 is the score out of round number 1. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, let's get into round number 2. How's it going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again. But they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. They'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down a multiple choice, at which point it'll only be worth 1, but be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On the wheel today, we have MCU, Disney Animation, Fight Night, Law and Order, Horror Icons, Mixed Bag, American Spies, and Marvel. Robert, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer?
Well, Robert, first let me ask you. Tell you you did great, but how do you feel about this wheel? You like a lot of the stuff on it? You like a little bit of it? How do you feel?
I like most of it.
Do you like one thing you don't want? Is it horror icons? You could tell me.
What is that one? Just you say it.
Gosh darn it! Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot Ralph. I knew who it was.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I forgive you. Well, I'll leave it up to you. You've been preparing for this match. If you feel good deferring to Jacoby here, or do you want to go?
I feel good deferring to Jacoby.
All right, then we're gonna defer. Bring in that beautiful man.
Okay. Jacoby, this is gonna be
Man.
Oh.
Banner says that you did really well. You're only down 2.
Ooh, when you land on opponent.
But you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
So Jacoby put horror on the wheel.
Yeah, so don't give that to him then.
Yeah. I'm between. I'm probably gonna give him like Marvel is kind of what I was thinking because of the broadness. Mixed bag also, but like data, and at least Marvel maybe there'll be like some plot based questions. So
that sounds like a good plan. I like that plan. Now remember, he was the 3rd best player on a pop culture Jeopardy team, so be careful. All right.
We're gonna give Jacoby Marvel. I can't top. I just want to get us on track, I guess.
All right, Nick, will you go ahead and read Jacoby's questions in the category of Marvel?
Gladly, Jacoby. I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Marvel. You're prepared for them.
Yes, but I was at least like the 7th best on the whole of the team of 9. So I think that counts for something. So
that is true.
Count me out.
Jacoby, your first question. In which Marvel film does the main villain discover the identity of the main hero by finding an object with the main hero's name on it?
Right? It's so stupid because why would he have his name on it's Marvel. We're in Marvel, right? The Amazing Spider-Man.
That is correct for 2 points.
Right? He has his name on his camera.
It's really dumb, yeah.
Property of.
Your second question. Who plays Moira McTaggart in X-Men Apocalypse?
They didn't recast her. Did they? No, they wouldn't. No multiverse. Moira. Rose Byrne.
That's correct for 2 points. The third question. Sergei gains special powers after being attacked by what kind of animal in Kraven the Hunter?
So, a lion.
That is correct for 2 points. Jacoby, your penultimate question. In Men in Black, what letter designation does Kay's partner have at the start of the film?
5,
4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, R, B, F, C, Z, or D, D?
I'm gonna go F.
That is incorrect. Robert, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, R, B, F, C, Z, D, D.
D.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
What was it? It was D.
It was
D.
D is in D. Gotcha.
Jacoby, your final question in Marvel. In Fantastic Four 2015, how does Victor kill Dr. Allen, who is studying him after he is brought back to Earth?
What's going to be the wording here? I don't know. I only know he does it's like the hallway, but it's like popping heads, but like multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, blows his head up, B, breaks his neck, C, cuts his throat, or D, rips his heart out?
Oh, is it going to be different? I can only see when he's walking down the hallway popping heads. I don't know. I'm going to say, popping heads.
That is correct. For
Okay, cool.
1 point. And the other Jacoby's right.
Jacoby gets his total up to 12. Robert is at 8 with the steal. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, we'll bring back the wheel and Mr. Marr. This will be the spin for Mr. Castner. It lands on Dun-Dun, Law and Order.
You're only down 4, so I don't know how confident you are in Law and Order. They're movies we all love.
Yeah, I'm pretty good on it. I should probably take it just to avoid the thing I don't want. Just I can make that up, I think. So
You can
I'll
say
probably
horror icons. We know nobody wants horror icons. It's fine. I live here too. Yeah, Law and Order.
yeah, I'll take Law and Order.
Okay. Robert, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Law and Order. Are you ready? I didn't hear anything, so I'm
Yes.
assuming you said yes. Okay, sorry. I wasn't looking. All right, your first question. A character gets on the radar of the main villain after trying to investigate a specially made bullet in which Law and Order film? Five, 4, 3,
Repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. A character gets on the radar of the main villain after trying to investigate a specially made bullet in which Law and Order film? Five.
Lethal Weapon 3.
That is incorrect. A Jacoby chance for a 2-point steal.
I think, right? Because they go to a gun range in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That is correct for a 2-point steal. All right, Robert, your second question. Who directed 2014's RoboCop?
Multiple.
All right, your options are A, Jose Padilla, B, Len Wiseman, C, Michael Bay, or D, Martin Brest.
A.
A is correct for 1 point. Your third question. In Lethal Weapon 2, which of Roger Murtaugh's family members appears in a commercial on TV?
So do you need a relation or a name?
Relation.
His daughter.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your penultimate question. In Bad Boys Ride or Die, Mike's wife, Christine, has what profession?
Sorry, do you want to let Ruin?
Oh. We got to finish this question.
We're going to have to do it after this question, yeah.
Yeah.
I need a repeat because I missed it.
Okay. I can give you the question again for free, I think, because
yeah, let's do that.
Okay with that, Nick? Okay. Your question again. In Bad Boys Ride or Die, Mike's wife Christine has what profession? Five.
Multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, lawyer, B, physical therapist, C, private investigator, or D, police officer.
Physical therapist.
That is correct for 1 point. And now we can bring in Rue.
Jacoby, with the last question, do you want to see if we can make him answer another one? Because he has 2 daughters, so you don't know which one, and there could be multiple answers, and it's an issue.
To be honest, no, good. Thanks for looking out, but no, because the question was, it's like of what relation to him. So either way, if it was one of those daughters, it would have been. It would have. I think that's okay, but I'm
Just
okay
wanna
with
check.
it.
All right.
But thank you. That's a good looking out. This is stuff I wouldn't even have thought of. But thank you.
All right, Robert, your final question in the category of Law and Order. In Die Hard, what specifically does John use to swing off the roof when it is shot by a helicopter?
Fire hose.
That is correct for 2 more points. And Nick, we have a tie
Ooh.
game.
That makes it exciting.
Indeed, we do, Tim.
All right, both players have used 1 repeat, so they each have 2 remaining. Challenges are intact. Let's get into round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions that are on the Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
Go, Tim.
Okay, the first category that you guys can bet points on is Epic Adventures. Let's get bets, starting with Robert.
2.
And Jacoby.
2.
All right, your question in the category of Epic Adventures.
Please, God.
Who plays Jack Sparrow's Uncle Jack in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales?
Hear that ever so slight Scott before you started reading the question.
The what? What?
You'll see it when you edit and watch it back. I'm very excited for you to relive the moment.
5, 4, 3,
See.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Paul McCartney.
And Jacoby.
Paul McCartney.
That is correct. 16 apiece. Nick, what is next?
Your next question comes in the category of Galaxy Quests.
Let's get bets, starting with Jacoby.
I said 2 points.
And Robert.
2.
All right. No one as excited to show that they're scared than Jacoby. Nick, go ahead. What's the question?
Your question. Which Star Trek film features the quote, "This is an extremely primitive and paranoid culture"?
This is awesome.
Anna said she was going to go to the gym while I was recording. Guess where she's not?
The gym.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
She's in bed in the dark.
Pens down. Let's go to Jacoby.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
And Robert.
I said Star Trek Into Darkness as well.
You both are incorrect. We were looking for The Voyage Home.
Well, that's
Voyage
fine.
Home.
But it fits, right? Because there's the primitive culture that they're mad at the beginning. So they could have said it.
They were talking about humans of the 1980s.
That also makes sense.
14
It makes a lot of sense if I
all.
would have thought about it for 2 seconds. But
Your next question is in the category of Pixar. Let's get bets, starting with Robert.
2.
And Jacoby.
let's keep it going, too.
All right. Your question in the category of Pixar is Turning Red takes place in what city? You love this film, famously.
Not a big fan.
It's fine.
I think it's average to bad.
It's
but
one of those where every time I watch it, the first half, I'm like, this is really good. And then the second half, I'm like, meh.
Oh.
5,
I kind of do that, but like 2 steps down. So like this is meh, and then ooh, it's
Hands
bam.
down. I think it's actually pretty funny. The score is also very good. Let's go to Robert
Toronto.
and Jacoby.
I also said Toronto.
You both are correct. 16 all is the score. One spicy meatball. Nick, what is next?
Penultimate category is the Wizarding World.
Let's get bets, starting with Jacoby.
2 points.
All right, and Robert.
2 points.
All right, Nick, what's the question?
Your question in the Wizarding World. Which 2 characters travel by Thestral to the Burrow at the beginning of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
This should be one that...
Have you seen
Okay,
Ellie's
recall
surprised
this.
face?
Yes, I have.
It's very funny. I've now taught her sad face, which is just a variation of serious face. Yeah. Serious faces. 5,
And sad is like
3. Yeah,
Let's
more.
repeat that.
All right, that's the second repeat for Jacoby.
question again. Which 2 characters travel by Thestral to the Burrow at the beginning of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
And Tim just gave away it wasn't serious, so...
That took me a second. I'm like, wait, what did I say? But yeah, all of her faces, like, she just laughs the whole time. So I'll be like, hey, Ellie, can you do surprised face? And she'll do the, and then serious face. She's just smiling the whole time. So it's funny for me. 5.
But if you said do serious face and she like
2.
fell backwards into a
1. Hands down. Let's go to Jacoby.
Gotta hope Robert misses it too. I said Harry and Hermione.
And Robert.
Said Bill and Fleur.
And your winner, Robert Castner, Bill and Fleur is the correct answer. Nick, hell of a match. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that was intense. That felt very similar to like the end of Last One Standing this year, where like it's not like they were in sudden death, but it was just kind of like at any moment this could go either way. I think that was a really good match from both, and I think if anything, this just proves that Jacoby is among the best of the best because Robert has already proved that he's among the best of the best. So, great match by both. It was fun. I was tense throughout round 3.
Yeah. No, great match. Let's go talk to the players and see what they're feeling. Oh. Or do we have a late challenge? You're muted.
I'm making it dramatic. I'm sorry. Bring Jacoby in.
Okay.
I believe there are 2 pair of people who do Thestrals, Bill and Fleur, and I believe there's 1 more. So I think it's 4 people, not 2. And so, like, I think the question is wrong, and they made you think it's only 2. I don't know if we can win this, but we might as well anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, we'll be right back after this challenge. Back from the challenge. The winner is still Robert Castner. We did take a look at the movie. We talked about it. There are 2 Thestrals. There are 4 people. However, had Jacoby answered the other 2 correctly, we would have been able to give him the points. But unfortunately, Jacoby's answer is still wrong. So Robert does get the points, which means mathematically the game is over. And your winner, Robert Castner. And we already said the match was phenomenal. It was fantastic. Great. And a good challenge by Rue there at the end. He got it in. He was trying in the chat. So we obviously let him throw that. So I think we should just go talk to the players and see how they're feeling in the post-match.
Rue, I see why you wanted to extend the match longer because it was so great before that. Jacoby, tied with a former champion out of round 2, all the way through, tied all the way through question 4 in round 3. And if that's a question that goes the other way, you just beat a former champion, which can you now admit you are among the best of the best?
This was a good match. This was an
Yes.
exciting match. This
At
is
least the
yes,
top
okay.
8.
Top 8, yes. Okay, no, where on the top 8 that means something, but yes, I will admit that. I will assert confidence in that because this was a fun match. This was maybe that round 3 went a little too much in my head. I was in it. I was like, let's go, let's just do this, let's see. But then I was thinking if I did the 2, like he's probably going to get it right, and then I'd still be fighting from behind, and he'd most likely get the next one. And I wanted to go out swinging to the best of my abilities. But no, that was exciting. That was a lot of fun, and I thought it was a good match. I'm glad I could on opponent's choice. I did pretty well in Marvel, and the only one I didn't get was the letter designation, which I think is solid. So I was pretty happy with my performance. So thank you, Rue, for being here, and thanks, Robert. Congratulations to him. He crushed it.
Yeah, Rue, thoughts on? I've seen Jacoby improve over the years. This year feels like he stepped it up yet another level, taking Rue this far, making it to a contender match, being the MVP of Last One Standing. Your thoughts on his performance today?
Yeah, Jacoby played great. I actually pretty sure he did better in the Marvel round than I did. Or at least he knew more questions than I did for sure. So our teammates, because he did excellent. I recently had a melee match where I completely blew, not challenging something very, very obvious. So I'm not leaving shit on the table anymore. I'm not letting that happen again. Like my person lost because I didn't throw a very, very extremely clear challenge. So Kaiser, I'm coming for you. But yeah, I feel great about what Jacoby did. It was great. Robert, that's my man over there. He did great. Can't wait.
Jacoby, we will see you post tournament quite soon. Actually, everyone who loses in round 1 of the Alpha tournament is actually in the title picture for Act 4. So.
Sweet. I'm glad I did that. I just skipped the hard part of this part to just do this next one. That's smart thinking, guys. Come on.
One could look at it that way. But yeah, so no days off, and we'll see you soon. Congrats on a match. Very well played. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Robert Castner, I've played Jacoby before. It's been quite some time though. But I've watched all of Jacoby's matches. And every time I always think to myself, God, I would just hate to be the person on the other end playing Jacoby, because even when you win, he never lets you win without like a heavy amount of stress and pressure. Because what I said is accurate. If one different thing happens in round 3, Jacoby's the winner of this match, and deservedly so, because he's very good. But Robert, you showed immense strength after not playing since last year. You haven't seen the new categories as a singles player yet. Like, this is your first foray into it. So how do you feel the win went? Did you need this? Is the dust kicked off the boots?
Yeah, I mean, I don't usually do great in tournaments. I did good in the first one where betting rules didn't apply and I could beat Rizzy because he was bad at betting and we went to the end. Otherwise I would have lost that one. But I lost to Tyler as a 1 seed early. I got, didn't Javi win the stupid best upset of the year last year against me?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And that was because he didn't miss his own questions. Like it's either I flub it or the people I'm playing are just like on it that day. And I felt it after the first question. Same as Jacoby. I know it's crazy, guy, but I'm having a weird block. And I said it pre-match. I slept like 3 hours last night for various reasons, so my brain's a little mushy. And I wanted to see how my mushy brain would work. Not super great. That and like if I just go multiple on the first Law and Order question, it's a little bit clearer what happens. But other than that, I thought I played as well as I could. I'm happy that we didn't have to go to another question because I had already come down, and I don't think I could get myself back up for a last question. So I don't know if I would have.
We leave the getting up to Kaiser. Go ahead, Robert. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but Jacoby was like, I love Jacoby because of his internal monologuing through the whole thing. That's the most entertaining part of
I agree with
one
that.
of the most entertaining parts of fandom. And like through the first 2 of the 3 questions we got right in round 3, I didn't know if he had it. So he does that. He can get me with his poker face, I guess, letting me know if he has it or doesn't have
I think
it.
he gets
Or
himself, quite frankly, but yeah.
gets himself. So like that leads for entertainment. I thought he might have gotten this last one. I did think there were 2 Thestrals, but I didn't want to make a note to anybody. I just wanted to let that one ride. But I was like, I know who's on one of them, so we'll just do that. So I'm happy to get through a round. Like I love Jacoby. He's great, but you know, I have aspirations, and the aspirations need to come to fruition now. Because who knows? Like I'll probably play later. You said it, Nick. If I lost, I would have got to play in Act 4.
You would
But
have.
I don't want to. I don't want to wait. I want to
You
keep
get to
going.
play even sooner. John, thoughts on Robert's match today?
I thought it was a great match, and I would have worn a different shirt if I knew it was going to jinx everybody. I would have worn a totally different shirt, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, Robert always plays great. I love being here. I love managing in this league. It's fantastic, because while I may not be the best player, I love shit talking these nerds. So that's great.
It is quite fun. Someone who is both on the receiving and giving end of it at times. Robert, you are moving on to the second round, which is actually just the semifinals of this tournament. You're going up against either the number 7 seed, David Garcia, or the man who was here today, the number 2 seed, Amaru Moses. Both of whom you've played, I believe. I think you played.
Yeah, I played Rue in the triple threat with Albert. So I
That's
haven't
right.
played him one-on-one though.
And you won your belt by playing David. So
yes,
either would be quite a formidable match. Do you have preferences?
I mean, a David round, I guess that would be 3 technically. Would be great. But getting a chance to play Rue for a chance to likely play the 1 seed, and I don't want to spoil if we haven't aired stuff, but the 1 seed likely, I think would be the most fun. I don't get to play Rue. I've played Rue in Melee, but I think playing in what is our collective wheelhouses, I think would be the best. So my preference is Rue, but if it's David, rubber match. It's not really a rubber match. I won the first 2, but you know what I mean. Like a chance for him to gain a run would be nice.
There's no danger of subtitles if you play Rue, so I want to put that out there.
That's true.
But if you do play David, bring me, because I speak Spanish. I can translate what they say. I could do it. Ha! Secret power.
Just as good as Tim.
Yeah.
So yes, equally as good as Tim. Robert, congratulations on the win. We'll see you in round 2. Bye-bye.
I'm glad my subtitle thing caught some eyes. I was very proud of that work. Thank you so much to everybody here tonight. Robert and John, Jacoby and Rue. That was Nick. Thank you for writing the match, Nick. I forgot to say that. I've been Tim. Whoa. We'll see you guys real soon. More alpha matches, more omega matches, and sprinkling in some other stuff there as well. So very exciting stuff. We'll see you real soon. Until next time.